Good afternoon. Neil Shearer with the Heartland Institute, Phoenix, Arizona at the Arizona Planning Convention. We did our work today. We spent all day finalizing the committee reports. The two committees that are charged with recommending to Congress how this first ever Article 5 convention will be done will be the Rules Committee. The Rules Committee worked all day establishing the outline and the operations of the first Article 5 Amendment Convention. The second committee, which I served on, the Organizing Committee, put together guidelines and recommendations to state legislatures that would ask them to provide delegate selection resolutions with instructions on what those delegates are intended to represent and how they're to represent their individual state. The second recommendation was to create a correspondence commission made up one individual from each state to create a single point of contact as a liaison to Congress, track all applications that the states have submitted regarding Article 5 and the Balanced Budget Amendment, creating a process that suggests a timeline and a place for Congress to call the convention. Also to provide a legal framework in the event that Congress does not do their constitutional responsibility in calling the convention. All of this will be done through an organizing committee that each state will designate an individual to represent that. I also served on the time, place, and logistics committee, the logistics of where to be held, the kind of facility it needs to be, whether it should be a state capitol or a university campus or some other facility within one of our great cities here in the United States. That is something to be left up to Congress, but we are also suggesting to Congress that they delegate that responsibility to the states in determining the place that this convention is held. We've also put in a mechanism in place to determine how this will be financed. The states are suggested and asked to pay and finance their own delegation to attend, and then also going to be recommending that the states in attendance share in the overhead costs of this convention so that it will not be a responsibility of Congress or some outside group. Another area that we came up with today that really provided a bit of discussion was outside influence, and is a consensus of the convention that once the states are in convention, it is called to order, it will be the states that will be making the final decision, and the delegates will be reporting back to their state legislatures and their leadership. This will be all packaged up tomorrow by noon, putting into a document that will be then transmitted to Congress by next Tuesday, and asking Congress to put this together and working with all the states to get up to those last 7, to get up to 34, though Congress will be required by the Constitution to call for a convention. Exciting time here in Phoenix, working with all the states that were here. We had 19 states, 71 delegates, all working together well to make sure that the states reorder the relationship between the federal government and the states that created it. Neil Shearer signing off for today in Phoenix, Arizona.